Welcome to Vital Steps to Wellness, the podcast where we talk about everyday solutions and everyday problems. I'm Heidi Honrado, and together with my co-host Marcia Torres, we're excited to bring a very special guest today. Marcia?
Yes, today we have the honor to have LaTeesha McElrath, founder of Community Work Wellness LLC in Buffalo, New York. She is a passionate advocate for accessible healthcare, a role that transformed her career. With experience in medical labs, teaching, phlebotomy, and coordinating healthcare internships at a local college, she has built a strong community ties. Her recent work as a facilitator development further honed her skills in creating educational content for sustainable employment. Now, as the owner of Community Wellness Works, LaTeesha offers preventive wellness screening and mobile phlebotomy services to homes and workplaces, ensuring high-quality, accessible healthcare. Her mission is to empower individuals to take charge of their health, driven by her personal journey and professional dedication to enhancing patient well-being. Welcome, LaTeesha.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for having me today. I appreciate it so much. Glad to be here.
Yes, LaTeesha. Thank you so much. Finally, we have you here, and I'm so excited. So much. You've done so much, and your journey is powerful, and this is why we want to share it. And I want to start with the first question, if that's okay. Can you please share your journey and how you have advocated to it, which led you to what you do today?
Well, with my daughter's diabetes diagnosis when she was 1, it started out as a lonely journey because I had nobody to relate to in my family or friends who had any experience of dealing with a child with an illness like that. So it would be a little hard sometimes, like, taking her to birthday parties as a kid and things like that. So I had to pivot to realize, okay, how I can structure things for her. So it led to me looking into resources that were available in the community that could actually understand my need. So I then got connected with the Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation, also known as JDRF, which was, oh my God, a godsend company for me to actually, or foundation for me to be in communication with. So each year, the JDRF Foundation would have a one walk. Up until COVID, basically, they would have like this big one walk campaign to raise money to actually assist in finding a cure for type 1 diabetes. So every year I would actually get a team together. I served as a team board chair member and raised over $5,000, particularly one year that we actually had the walk. And so it actually led me on a path of being more optimistic and hopeful in regards to my daughter's illness of diabetes. And it was basically from that point, it led me to figure out that I can actually do more. Like, I felt good in helping, to raise for such a great cause. Then I actually began nursing school. During that process, I got my phlebotomy certification, which that opened so many doors. So from that point on, I then began working in the field of healthcare. I had no healthcare experience prior to my daughter's diagnosis. I basically worked in social work and then just transitioned. So by me combining the two skills together now with healthcare and my social work background, it has been a tremendous impact for me to help others. And that's what led to my passion of, starting Community Wellness Works. Mm-hmm. I had a lot of hands-on experience in the field, and then I began teaching students, the course of phlebotomy, and I loved it so much. And I still do. And I actually want to make others basically know where their health lies at, because my daughter, her pancreas doesn't work at all because she has type 1 diabetes, as opposed to those who have type 2 diabetes whose pancreas is overworked. So my goal is to be able to provide individuals the knowledge to know where their basic health lies so that they can know if they're at borderline risk for having diabetes or not. So that's a piece that plays in the role of the preventative wellness screenings that I do. The other piece of these screenings that I do, well, the other part of Community Wellness Works, it's focusing on workplace wellness and doing preventative wellness exams, mobile phlebotomy, and also mindfulness in the workspace. The mindfulness piece, I focus on doing meditation. So I'm actually just not focusing in workplaces. I'm focusing also in mental health facilities, community-based facilities. I literally just communicated with Roswell to actually provide the services there. So I am just trying to motivate and inspire. That's what I'm here for. That's my gift. And so I have to be able to give that back. And that's what I'm doing throughout my company.
Beautiful journey, LaTeesha.
Thank you.
If you just allow me to just recap something that you said, right? And we spoke this previously, but I want people to understand that your journey started even before you had your daughter, right? While you were pregnant.
Yes.
Where you had to get support from the medical field and just have somebody in your house helping you with the issues that you were dealing while you were pregnant. So this started even before that. And it helped you to start in this journey and helping people. Now, you mentioned something very interesting. You said that you were part of a group, the people that help you every year to raise funds.
Yes.
And that is a community. And what I hear from your voice is that you want to build a community where people can actually come and get assistance, get the support that you did when you were going through.
Absolutely.
Which is beautiful.
Wow. Yeah, it is. And it seems like everything, sometimes we say things happen for a reason. And now that I'm hearing, and I know we've talked a lot, I know you are, from class and all that, but everything kind of was just in place, the things that you did before. And then everything has just been connecting for you. And I love that for you. And as Marcia said, you building that community. And I wonder, I'm sure there's, you said that when you didn't have anyone when you were expecting, and this was new, and you don't have anyone to connect with them. So what you were going through. But imagine there's other moms, I'm sure, that are having the same issue. And is that something that you're looking at, that building that connection for other mothers or the parents that have the same situation?
Yes. So I am definitely looking into building that connection back up again, because I realize how vital it is. Just yesterday, I ran into a mom who was telling me that her 3-year-old was diagnosed with diabetes. So in addition to, me, having my company, I still partner up with other organizations. So I have partnered up with Shah Jahan's Healthcare and Training, and they had a training phlebotomy training session yesterday to just tell everybody about the information about the services. And I had the opportunity to meet with this mom who was getting into the field of phlebotomy, similar to me, because her 3-year-old son had just been diagnosed a few months ago. So it was, for me, like a heart to heart. Like, I was happy to be able to encourage her and to motivate her, to let her know that it's okay. And she too had no experience in healthcare. So it lets me know that the work that I'm doing, like, I'm on the right path of being able to motivate and inspire others. And I just have to do it at a bigger scale. So at this point, the JDRF Foundation is no longer in Western New York, but I am actually advocating to bring that back, because I've seen a bigger need. And just by me meeting with that mom yesterday shows how much the need is. I mean, she's just one person out of who knows how many hundreds or thousands that's out there that need that support. So I'm going to be that advocate for moms and parents.
Yes.
An inspiration that right there that you gained from going to that event and connected with somebody that reminded you what happened and how useful was that, having that organization behind.
Yeah. And our purpose, and it goes back to what I just said, everything is connected. And you just saying that, I got chills, because it's you, you're the one that that can make this difference, and advocating and being who you are, and knowing your heart and how you like to help in the community, this would be amazing. And there's so many moms I know, parents that can really take it, really appreciate this service and this community, that because we all need that community, we all need that support, and you've lived it, you've been there, you were there, so you're able to share, and for them not to struggle maybe in ways that you did, because they'll have you as that support. So that's powerful, and I give kudos to you for doing that and saying yes to the calling.
Yes.
Well, thank you.
I heard a quote just in this morning that said that you have two different type of families: the family that you are born with, like your mom, your dad, your cousins, and the family that you create along your life.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the family that you are creating for your community.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's wonderful.
I love that quote.
Yes, I was like, wow, that touched me. Because yesterday we had an event and we met wonderful people, and we were like, wow,
Yeah.
I never expected to meet these people, and it was an amazing experience. So it just resonated with me, and I think that also for you.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go to the second question that we want to actually hear from you. And it's about the empowerment that you are providing through accessibility of your services. So can you just go over and tell us everything? Because we want to hear it.
So the empowerment piece comes in by me just going to the place where individuals spend 1/3 of their lives at, which is at work. I actually empower individuals that may not go to the doctor on a regular basis to know where their health lies, by me just providing the convenience to them, to give them that empowerment to know exactly where their health lies. And even beyond that, the empowerment piece, it's bigger than community wellness works. It's just in me too. Like the situation where I ran into the mom yesterday, I felt like by me speaking to her and telling her my story, I can see in her face, the confidence being built up and the relatability she felt when just hearing that she had somebody else that she can, share the similar story with. In regards to community wellness works, the empowerment piece is pretty much, that's when I focus on the mindfulness in the workspace or just in communities. By doing meditation, it's bigger than just sitting and practicing breathing. It's practicing, focusing on affirmations, things to say to yourself during that time, things to build up your self-esteem, things that I have done to get me through those dark moments, and constantly do on a daily to kind of, stay with a fresh mind and stay focused. So that is a way that I empower individuals by teaching them the tools that I've learned myself, and I know it works.
So can we go a little bit more in detail about the part where you actually help people on the workplace? Like after you take the measurements and the blood work and all the good stuff that a lot of people are afraid of, you actually help them to transition and to find the tools.
Yes.
How to lower their blood pressure, perhaps. I don't know what else you do, but you go through the meditation component. So can you just expand a little bit more? Because I am pretty sure there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be hearing this. And have companies, right? It doesn't matter how big, small you are, you're going to be there to help them. And I just walk us through what is that process, how you do it, like how you engage those employees, because that is a big component.
Yes. So how I engage individuals is basically by setting up different challenges to get people engaged, and it brings the company morale up too, by letting individuals know, if you participate, you might be able to get a gift certificate to a certain place or whatever it might be. So it's a way to build up that morale. But then even after I do the wellness screening, which it checks for two major components, which is, as we indicated, checking their glucose level to know what their average level is over the period of 2 to 3 months. And it also checks for their full lipid panel, which we know cholesterol, heart disease, diabetes, those are all high factors of leading illnesses in America right now. So how I empower individuals is letting them know where their health lies. So after someone meets with me, they'll be able to leave with like a little receipt that shows what their levels are. And then from that point, they'll be able to link with a physician, which I'm in the process of getting linked with different physician or community health practices, so that these individuals that don't go to the doctor can then have that channel to link with the physician to then follow up on services. But while they're meeting with me, if there is somebody who wants a little further detail, I would let them know. Like, I have charts available to show them what a normal range is for their levels, what's, high range, what's low. So they'll be able to get an idea, because some people don't have any clue. There's oftentimes people walk around asymptomatic with all type of illnesses and then just pass out or something, and you don't know what happened. And so that is how I am helping others so they can know basically where their health lies at. So that the preventative wellness screening is how they'll know that. And then we know that oftentimes when individuals that do go to the doctor, when their physician provides them with a lab script to go get routine blood work done, oftentimes those lab scripts are sitting around for who knows how long. So the other component that I do in the workplace is add in a day that is specialized for me to just do blood draws, to actually, for those individuals that have those scripts that are just laying around, I can actually satisfy that service so that they can then further know, where their health lies by getting their routine blood work done. And it's all in the comfort of the place where people are at most, which is work.
Have you ever seen the people that perhaps are nervous resistant, because we don't know, right? Like somebody's coming.
Oh yeah, that's true.
And how you transitioned to make them realize that is actually something that will help them? Because I know some people can be very introvert and they will be like, I don't want anybody to know my business. But then, how you do it, that's because I know you're so and I know your words are very kind, so I want to hear that. So people can hear that they're going to be faced those moments, right? But
so the screenings are done very confidential, just like any other type of healthcare service. Individuals have to sign a HIPAA consent form, and it's done inside of a private room of a workplace, so that it's just a one-on-one service. And how do I do it? Like, it's basically, even before I even get to a workspace, the employer is already advertising me, saying, on this day, we're going to have Community Wellness Works. And it's a way for you guys to just, get healthy. And so I'm trying to work with employers to figure out ways that could actually get their employees more active. Through a lot of employee assistance plans, there is a lot of health benefits that employers actually do like to implement, because with healthier employees, it leads to the company having a better return of investment, of spending less money on healthcare costs for illnesses. So if that answers, let me know. Do you want me to elaborate more?
No, I think that you nail it. It's the collaboration with the employer to have employers that they are not only healthy, but they are happy because they care about them.
Right.
Which also leads in retention.
Exactly.
And that is saving money. So and I love the way you put it together. So people, if you have a company, LaTeesha can help you to retain those employees healthy.
Yes. So overall, I'm not only saving the employer money, but I'm saving lives, which is what it's all about, We want to make people healthier. We want people to live longer. And the way that we can do that is by providing preventative wellness services.
Yeah. And I want to go back at the beginning. You said, and we know this because, we all work, right? But when you hear the numbers, you're like, oh my gosh, like this is really, like that's where I live at work, right? 1/3 of our lives is spent at work. And when you think about that, you're like, wow. And I know I have been guilty of this myself. It's like, okay, I'm at work. I don't have time to make appointments. I don't, so it made me think how valuable your service is, because sometimes we get so busy with work, depending, what we're doing. we forget how important, we can't do that job if we're not okay, right? And we forget, even if we do go, now the script is in my car, and now I've been guilty of all of that. So I understand, I totally understand. But another thing that I thought about, and it's kind of the opposite, from what you're doing with moms, but I think it's also powerful with men, right? Men, and we know, and I don't know the statistics, but maybe, I don't know if you know, but men are the ones that do not go to the doctor, Yeah, and and I've known people, and I have lost loved ones that don't go to the doctor. Now it's too late. They find out, and unfortunately they're not with us no more. But it's serious. Men tend not to go to the doctor, and I think that is so valuable that you're being in the workplace. Maybe it's something quick. Okay, you can create this environment that can be more comfortable, as Marcia alluded to it. Some people are embarrassed, so they don't want to deal with it, but you're able to make that possible for them, and it's so powerful. So I don't know if you have thought about the men and what are those statistics, and if you have anything specific for them.
Yeah, so throughout the course of the survey that I did through the Business Accelerator program through IC Success, a lot of the survey participants were men that worked in very good jobs, corporate offices and such. And you would be surprised that even a large number of men that work in these professional fields still don't go to the doctor on a regular basis. It doesn't matter what their job is, but it is noted that individuals that work doing more manual labor definitely don't take the time out for themselves, which is why I'm currently working in a manufacturing facility, which is male predominantly based. And so I get a chance to interact with those individuals, which I know most of the ones that I have met so far don't have a regular physician that they see. So my goal is to get into those spaces that are more male predominant, like the manufacturing companies, construction, and just not based solely on that, but just that's the area that has the biggest need at this moment.
Yes. Wow. Yes. You've thought it all. You've thought of everything.
Thank you. That's amazing.
True. Yeah. Thank you.
Well, you know what happens when you're having fun, right? Time flies. And it's only time for us to close, but we would like to hear from LaTeesha some last words, and also where the people can find you for your services.
Okay. Well, I'm so happy that I was able to meet with you guys today. Let me just thank you for that first. But if you would like to reach out to me to find out how I can come in and make your workplace healthier, I can be reached at www.communitywellnessworks.com, and that works has an S at the end. I am also very active on LinkedIn under Community Wellness Works, and as well as my name, LaTeesha McElrath, which is, I'll spell it out because a lot of people may not know how to spell it. It's LaTeesha. Last name is spelled McElrath. I am very much active in those communities. I'm also on Instagram and also on Facebook, but predominantly, if you're looking to reach out to me, communitywellnessworks.com or LinkedIn. Those are the ways that you can reach out to me. So I look forward to hearing from you, and I look forward to making your workplace healthier.
Thank you for watching. In our next episode, we will have the pleasure to introduce another special guest. Thank you, and don't forget to like and subscribe.